and Elena, a pair of artists from upstate New York, are at the center of a cultural firestorm.
Stand for judges who undermine democracy.
He's telling Americans that they shouldn't have the same rights.
Emily and Elena are getting married, and the fate of their union may lie in your hands.
You're in big trouble.
The provocative series of events began last November, when a Massachusetts court ruled that banning same-sex couples from marriage violated the state's constitution.
What don't they do in America?
They reinforced that ruling in December, saying that Vermont-style civil unions were not good enough, that only full marriage rights were acceptable.
As the Massachusetts court said so eloquently, separate is seldom, if ever, equal.
The gauntlet was thrown down.
God hates homosexuality.
How dare we think we can discriminate against people based on any orientation?
Amidst the fury, Gavin Newsom, the newly elected 35-year-old mayor of San Francisco, threw open the doors of City Hall. And by mid-March, thousands of same-sex couples had flocked to the capital of gay America to tie the knot. Among them, Rosie O'Donnell and her partner.
With liberty and justice for all.
3,000 miles away, in the tiny village of New Paltz, New York, another mayor was making headlines of his own.
I've been told I've given over 250 interviews in the past 5 days.
26-year-old Jason West solemnized 25 same-sex marriages.
I now declare you legally wed.
Enter George W. Bush, a president known for his decisive leadership and faith-based politics.
Today I call upon the Congress to promptly pass an amendment to our Constitution defining and protecting marriage as the union of a man and woman as husband and wife.
Most of the Republicans do not want to have to go home and explain that they want to amend the Constitution just to ban some subset of the population from getting married.
Thomas from Oklahoma writes, if this amendment were to pass, Bush would be the first president to use the Constitution to deny a group of people rights. What kind of precedent would that set? But the president is not without support. Some call it a principled move, his hand forced by activist judges and rogue mayors trying to hijack one of our most basic institutions.
Marriage, most Americans believe, is an institution between one man and one woman. And if we're going to change that, there ought to be a discussion about it, not just some unelected activist judges making that decision for the entire country.
Without a constitutional amendment, gay marriage is going to start in one state and dominate.
I'm against people being married who are gay, but at the same time, I'm not in charge.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen,
like,
and I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to have hatred towards them.
Not so much a question of whether, but when. Is gay marriage inevitable?
As long as gay couples are willing to fight for it, it's going to happen. Regardless if it happens today or 2 years from now or 5 years from now, it's going to happen.
Most of your viewers think, what's the problem here? I mean, two people love each other, why not?
Ultimately, the issue of gay marriage may turn out to be not political.
Let's not talk about health care. Let's not talk about public schools. Let's talk about gays getting married.
Or religious.
If you choose to repent of this immoral way, God has a plan for your life.
But rather generational.
I think it should be anybody's right to get married, whether they're gay or not. I don't think it's a matter of right or wrong. I think it's only right.
For the past 6 weeks, MTV Research has been polling young Americans on the marriage question, and we've come up with some striking results. Bottom line, the MTV audience is significantly more comfortable than the nation as a whole with the idea of same-sex marriage.
If they love each other, that's great, and I do believe in gay marriage.
According to the latest national polls, only 22% of the general population support gay marriage. Just 33% favor civil unions. In sharp and profound contrast, some 55% of you, a clear majority, favor full marriage rights for same-sex couples. Furthermore, a staggering 70% believe that gay couples are at least entitled to civil unions, which provide some but not all of the benefits afforded to heterosexual married couples.